Bueno, bueno, bueno. Let me see if this is working on the channel. Oh, 6 years. Jesus. The channel. I can't see it quite yet. Well, I hope it shows up on the channel. It should.
What is going on?
No, hush up, hush up. Front page videos. God. I mean, it's my own, but I can't seem to find where my video's streaming. So that's an issue. Well, I think I'm just going to have to roll with it and hope for the best. But that is slightly frustrating and not how I wanted this day to start. Well, that is very odd. I hope it gets figured out. Man, that is... I'm going to try and figure this out before we get going. I want to, make sure that this is on the channel. Or else this is just really weird. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be showing up. I don't know what's happening. If I'm going to be honest with you, folks. I am not seeing the live stream pop up anywhere. And it's... I don't know. We're just... You know what? I don't know. We're going to have to hope for the best. Because... Oh, there it is. Great. So, oh, why is it unlisted? Public. My goodness. Well, that's great. Now the first 3 minutes of this is me just talking and trying to figure this shit out. Let me see. Cool. Got the stream going there so I can make sure that's all bueno. Got the chat up in case anyone jumps in. We're ready to go. I super apologize for that, hooligans. Not the way I wanted to start this 6-year stream here. Either way, we go now. After I sip my coffee. Ooh, you know what? Let's put the coffee over here so I don't accidentally hit that. 6 years, hooligans. 6 fucking years. That is nuts. Like, what? Like, I don't know. Maybe for some people it's not that nuts. It's whatever. I never thought that I would fall in love with, like, I've talked about it tons of times on the channel. I've always been a fan of how movies are made, behind the scenes stuff, the cameras that were used, the props and everything. I never thought that doing a YouTube channel would be what like really brought that passion to me and brought that like real love of it and actually doing it myself. Oh man, I love filming stuff. I love editing things. I love trying new things with the editing. And if I had never actually like done this channel, then I may not have ever actually found myself going down this road. And without all of you hooligans out there actually, there with me and like supporting me and all the shenanigans on the channel, whether it's just like the vlogs and me trying to do different things with those, or the short films, the poetry pieces, any of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and get more into frame here. I realize I'm kind of off center. There we go. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, I don't know how long this live stream is going to be. To be honest, I'm very excited right now. I'm very pumped up. It's just, man, 6 years of you hooligans just being all up in my life, and I love it. Well, I guess it's a little bit more than that for some of you. But you know what I mean, okay? Oh, let's show these on camera. So, a show that's coming up I'm very excited about, off of an awesome comic that you should go read, Invincible, done by Robert Kirkman, the same person from Walking Dead. I don't know, bloody boom. I don't know if it's going to work. We'll see. I'm trying to hide behind my own hand here. Focus, or I will strike you. It's not going to focus. You know? What can you do? Because it's also, I can't even, like, see quite clear. Whatever. This is why certain other things are better. Streamlabs, you've gotten better with the phone app, but there's still some things we got to tweak. You know what I mean? But either way, we got Mark Grayson in the suit and everything, ready to hop off a ledge. That's how I have him standing on my speaker here, right on the corner. Like he's about to get ready to fly. And then we have Mark Grayson. We have Mark Grayson after a bloody fight, which we're going to see quite a bit of in Invincible. I'm not going to spoil it for you folks, because one of them, it's a plot twist and a half, my good folks. But yeah, we got clean and bloody version of Mr. Mark Grayson from Invincible. It's very exciting. My lady actually surprised me with those the other day. Well, they came in yesterday. Okay, just getting them back up on the speaker here. I don't know. Well, I guess it's not the speaker, but it's the volume part and whatever. Totally got thrown off. What else? So I got those. Oh, wrestling. Oh, folks, if you've been following me on social media, you know that I have rekindled my love of wrestling. Why? Because of a slight company called AEW, All Elite Wrestling. My goodness, folks. This was shown to me end of November, right? Like just before Sting made his appearance. And it like just totally recaptured my love of like wrestling from when I was a kid and everything. I think everyone knows I got collectibles all around here. But wait, is it in frame? No, it's not. All right, never mind. I'm gonna grab something. I mean, and if anyone's watched certain short films, you know I'm the champion. The champ ain't never gone anywhere. The belt is still here. You know what I mean? This baby doesn't go nowhere. The baby stays right here with the champ. You know what I mean? Heavyweight champion right there. Just so you know. Oops. Alright, put it on the shelf upside down. That's not what you want to do. So, grew up huge wrestling fan. I've told the story. One of my favorite Christmases as a kid. Oh my God, itchy nose. One of my favorite Christmases as a kid. I got a red and black NWO Sting figure with the trench coat and the baseball bat. Oh, chef's kiss. You know what I'm saying? It was so good. But yeah, Sting is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. So yeah, AEW, it really does, like, it feels, my goodness. You ever get that random feeling where you think like a spider web or something, you just feel it go across your forehead? Which, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, because the other day I'm sitting here working on a video. Oh no, sorry, it was yesterday. And as I'm working on it, a spider just comes dangling right there in front of my face. So now I'm all paranoid that there's a spider on me. This isn't going to plan. But yeah, AEW. And honestly, it just feels like that Attitude Era wrestling. You know, that WCW, WWF Monday Night War type wrestling. It's just, oh, it's so good. And honestly, before anybody even jumps into the comments and everything about the recent, like, exploding barbed wire match, Kenny Omega, like, I totally forgot, like, even while I was watching the event, I totally forgot that the part of the story was that Kenny Omega had built this ring. So, like, yeah, I didn't expect it to, like, completely blow up or anything like that, you know what I mean? Okay, now it definitely feels like there's something in my shirt. I'm trying to keep it together on camera, folks, but I am not maintaining. This is a rough one. Oh my gosh. 6 years, you know what I mean? And it's coming at us hard. It's coming at us hard. But yes, All Elite Wrestling. My goodness. If you have TNT, it's on there. Tuesday nights, they actually stream free on YouTube. It's their AEW Dark. So it'll be dark matches. That's usually like the non-televised stuff. But like a lot of the main roster actually still goes through Dark and like does matches and everything. I think it was last month, John Moxley like started the whole thing off. One of my favorite guys, John Moxley. Pentagon Jr. has been there. Ray Phoenix, the Lucha Bros. But yeah, oh my goodness. Honestly, pun not intended, I am absolutely all in when it comes to like AEW. WWE still definitely not my thing, honestly. It just, yeah, it's not my thing. But I really, really enjoy AEW. I love their matches. I love the characters that they have there. I love so many of the wrestlers there, to be honest. Like, I just have to have a group of favorite wrestlers. There is no one. Recently, actually, even if you're not a fan of wrestling, I would recommend checking out the Sting and Darby Allin cinematic match that they did. Darby Allin actually directed it, and it's a wrestling match, but it's all shot as like this really cool like action scene from a movie, basically. It's shot with movie cameras. Like Tony Khan in AEW and like all the guys involved and girls involved, they just do such a great job. I shouldn't even say guys and girls, because even on the pay-per-view, they remind people, like, you know, try not to stick to the pronouns, like gender pronouns when it comes to folks. Because, like, that's another thing. All, like, AEW, I keep saying it, and I feel like I'm saying it a lot, but, like, they are a company. One, they have Sunny Kiss. I want you to go check that wrestler out. Look more. They do a podcast called AEW Unrestricted. 2 episodes worth checking out if you want to know what kind of company like AEW really is nowadays. Sunny Kiss is a great one. And Nyla Rose, because she's, again, one of my favorite, like, women's division, because that's what it is, the women's division, like, wrestling. It's just, she's awesome. And Sunny Kiss is fucking awesome. And, like, Sunny Kiss's partner, Joey Janela, is, like a madman when it comes to like hardcore matches and stuff. Like that dude is fearless when it comes to stuff. It's kind of nuts. A lot of people are, honestly, when it comes to like the wrestling stuff, to be like, especially if you're doing hardcore matches and whatever else. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to share that. I've been super back into wrestling, watching AEW and everything. And that's just, it's a very exciting thing for me because I grew up like wrestling. I couldn't even tell you what age I started wrestling because it's just a thing in my life that I just always watched. Like when I was a kid, all I remember is like Power Rangers, certain cartoons, and wrestling always being a thing in my life. So yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's awesome to like kind of like have that back and have that like that passion and everything rekindled and the flames a-gulfing. You know what I mean? So I'm just so friggin' jazzed up today, and I shouldn't be because it's like 9:15 in the morning. I haven't even finished my coffee, and it's just, but it's a good day, folks. It's a good day. You know what I mean? Oh, also, if you haven't checked it out, I put out a Mortal Kombat theory video yesterday. Super quick one, but check it out if you want. Okay, so I am going to get into the Witch reading. And then we will end this. I don't know. Let me see. We'll see. I might read chapter 1. It's kind of a short chapter. So we'll see. Either way. Oh no. Oh, we're good. We froze for a second there. How dare ye. Okay. promise that wasn't me. It was my hands. I have it. Anyone? Hand farts. I don't know. I'll be watching TV and I do that while I'm watching it. I don't know why. Like, it's just something I don't even think about. It's just like, I need something to do with my hands. You know what I mean? Anyway, this short story is called The Witch. I don't want to spoil anything. We'll get into it. The stranger entered the tavern and approached the table where the men... Whew! Now the morning is hitting my mouth. Ooh, that was a lot of words. The stranger entered the tavern and approached the table where the men were sat finishing their drinks, slapping the table and hollering at each other's jokes. This stranger was soaking wet from the rain, but you could still make out some blood splatters on his person. "Where's the rest of the money?" the stranger asked, locking eyes with the tall, thin man at the end of the table. "You must be mistaken, sir. We gave no money to anyone in these parts, and with the way things are, we're not likely to part with our coin in a hurry. We're not likely to part with our coin in a hurry anyway." The thin man answered, smiling cruelly and looking around the tavern at the rest of the patrons. It was obvious that they had no intention in paying. It was also quite obvious this stranger was completely alone in the tavern. No friendly smiles telling him it's just a joke. No gang to get him the rest of his pay. No extra hands to help in a fight. No chance of getting out of this without having to get in one. "You asked for help. You got help. Give me my money. I don't want to hurt anyone, and I didn't have... Oh my goodness. Sorry, folks. You asked for help. You got help. Give me my money. I don't want to hurt anyone, and I didn't have getting hurt or killed in my plans today. So, let's be civil about this, and I'll be on my way." The stranger wore a black, somewhat worn-down jacket that came down to his knees. He wore black pants with brown suspenders, a white button-up shirt, and black boots. It didn't seem out of place for the area, as everyone either had worn out clothes, simple outfits, or had just patched their shirt up for probably the 100th time. Had he been around royalty, he would have stuck out like a rusty blade among fresh steel. Why is his wardrobe important? Well, we shall come to find out that information later in our story. For now, we'll get back to the events of that tavern. Don't want to hurt anyone, eh? Well, I'm sure we don't mind hurting anyone, do we, fellas? With that, the men at the table, still staring at the stranger, stood from their seats, but didn't move toward him. The tavern had fallen silent. Only rain beating the building, and the heavy breathing of the men inside broke that silence. "I really don't want to do this. Just pay me so I can get out of this fucking town." The stranger was growing more agitated with every minute. "You're not going anywhere. You're not getting any money. You'll die here, and we'll cook your corpse on the..." The thin man was interrupted by a cough that made him cover anything in front of him in blood. He tried to finish his sentence, but the words couldn't find their way past all the warm liquid that was now filling his throat and mouth. His comrades, and some other patrons, had turned their attention to the thin man who was now seizing on the floor as he expressed only fear and horror on his face. Realizing this was the end, he cursed himself for this choice. The woman had told him the stranger wouldn't come back. That woman. This stranger. Why did they come here? And who were they? My money, the stranger said. "Oh, ha! Wrong character. Sorry." "My money," the stranger said in a voice that sent shivers through the hearts of every man and woman in that building. He walked over to the dead man on the floor and pushed his body with his boot, so that he was face up. There was a small silver handle sticking out of the man's throat. The stranger put his boot on the man's face and pulled the small, extremely sharp knife from his face and from his throat and slipped it into the back. Goodness gracious. You know what? I gotta stop this. What? There's a little fruit fly. I apologize, but this is not doing it justice. I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna do this completely different with the reading. I'm going to wake up, I'm going to record it properly, and then I'm going to put it out. Because honestly, I know some folks out there might like not mind the stumbles and everything, but it's starting to mess with the flow of it for me, and I'd rather not do that. I want you folks to be able to at least hear it properly. So, unfortunately, I'm going to cut it there. I super apologize, fine hooligans. Not the stream that I had planned for anything. Yeah. I wish it went smoother. I really, really did. But yeah. Thank you for everything, fine hooligans. Thank you, like, for the 6 years you've been supporting these shenanigans and these very rough live streams. So mucho love to all of you. Mwah, 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 for you beautiful fat chays. And I was just thinking about this again. I promise I didn't gap out. I'm gonna get this done today. Mucho love. All my quiet kids, freaks, and weirdos, thank you for everything and for the love of everyone. Keep being weird.